So, questions?
What exactly is the purpose of getting this molecule on the surface of perovskite? I completely miss your motivation because perovskites are known to be used just by itself, right? And getting right away 20% efficiency in solar cells, right? Means it's already providing the charge separation without any additional molecules on the surface or anything. What exactly is the purpose of getting this molecule on the surface of perovskite?
The literature
Okay,
that
what is exactly your motivation?
the literature I've seen is that the perovskite, it can act as itself to separate charges. It has an internal electric field, but that's for methyl ammonium, which with the internal cation, it can create internal electric fields. But for cesium, it's just a charge.
Oh, and yours was not lead, it was cesium?
It's lead, but it's cesium. So if you look at so for other, like the methyl ammonium in the middle, and this one's just a cesium, so it's just a static charge, where with the methyl ammonium, it can create internal electric fields.
Okay.
So for this one enough, it wouldn't create internal electric fields to separate the charges.
So you modify the lattice of your perovskite, kind of taking the molecule which is known that it's not very ligand, which is not very favorable in terms of charge separation, right? Mm-hmm. And you trying to improve this charge separation?
In solar cells,
So
silicon, or you need an interface.
you need some sort of interface to produce the electric field to separate the charges.
Can you make connections to this?
So in this case, even though the cesium is charged, it doesn't create like an electric field like the methyl ammonium would, because it can rotate and it can create like little ferroelectric highways for the charges to kind of separate. So in this one, there's no net internal electric field to separate the charges. So we need another molecule to pull one of the charges away.
But other type of perovskites exist where this internal field is good to have, right? Just because you having the right ligands there. Am I right? Mm-hmm. And these perovskites have been shown really good promise for the solar cells. The question is, what exactly the benefits would be to take these other ligands?
Would you comment on this?
Yeah, so you need to separate the charges before they can migrate to the electrodes. So like if you see here, if you just separate these two charges, they're gonna want to come back together instead of separate.
So you want to remove charge from your perovskite?
Yes.
Somewhere away. Selectively remove which charge, positive or negative?
Either one, as long as.
But here, in your work, which
here the hole
charge
was
are you?
taken out.
Huh?
And here the hole was taken.
So you're removing positive charge?
Yes.
Only. Okay, there was very briefly.
Yeah, that's almost same question. Now, what's the direction of the charge flow? Is going towards the dye, or I mean, you're separating hole and electron, right?
Yeah.
What is the direction of the hole? And
So this would be the hole, because if you photoexcite an electron, it's going to be above the band gap. So when it comes back down, it's going to be on the LUMO. And the LUMO's
you
out.
said they are not physically connected. I mean, they are not bonded. So, what's the mechanism of charge transferring toward, or hole transfer towards the? What is the direction of the hole? And
So this would be the hole, because if you photoexcite an electron, it's going to be above the band gap. So when it comes back down, it's going to be on the LUMO. And the LUMO's
you
out.
said they are not physically connected. I mean, they are not bonded. So, what's the mechanism of charge transferring toward, or hole transfer towards the?
Right, this one's not going to be the most physically active, but you can kind of see they're close enough where you can get some sort of tunneling between the
And
charges.
how can you move the hole to that?
Oh,
dye?
then this would be connected to another dye molecule. This is just a short segment of a dye molecule, but in reality they're bigger organic molecules, so it'll transfer through that molecule, and it's going to take the least conductive route, so it'll just keep going through the molecule to get to the electrode.
Good. Let's thank Aaron and all audience for the discussion.